Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the One Meal Channel. I am your host, Nathan. In this channel, people from all over the world converge to watch one man cook enough food, burning myself, to feed, this is not working. No, never mind. No, scratch the intro. This is not working. This is bad. Wow, what a return. We took a 2-day break. All of you guys are looking forward to today's video. And, I guess I'll just hop in directly to the content right now. We are using virgin coconut oil for the first time as a butter substitute. And I do not know the smoke point of coconut oil. And clearly, removing it off the heat, it did not like that. So as all oils do, they burn you when they splatter. And that is what happened to me just now. Good gosh, ridiculous. Threw me off my game. Actually couldn't do the outro. But to the new people watching who haven't clicked off right away, I do cook a massive meal for myself. That's enough to feed a family of 3, and I consume it all on my lonesome. Because I only eat 1 meal a day. If you only eat 1 meal a day, that meal better be big in order for you to get all of your caloric needs. So I used to be 265 pounds only, 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot with boots when I'm stretching out my neck. But now I only weigh 175 pounds. And so I'm no longer trying to lose weight, I'm trying to maintain weight, which means I have to make a 2,000 calorie meal. And you know what? Having an extra portion of eggs on the side, on top of having its health benefits, is good for getting calories. But people watch this channel for all sorts of reasons. One of the reasons why they watch is for my absolutely horrendous knife skills. I have several people that can't stand watching these videos because I just cut so slowly. And I think that if I watched a video of Gordon Ramsay cutting an onion, suddenly I would become a 2-star Michelin chef. But that's not how things work. No matter how much I sharpen this knife or how much that I practice, cutting a potato or an onion in the way that I do is never going to improve my speed. And so if you are like those people and it's absolutely egregious to you and is harming your mental health watching me how slow I cut my food, please, this video might not be meant for you.
My cup runs empty. Wow, it smells like butter out here.
That's interesting because we are using coconut oil for the first time. So you are smelling coconut oil.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of strange.
Coconut oil.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a butter substitute because I don't think regular butter is good for me. And I'm not eating bacon anymore.
You're not eating bacon and you don't think butter is good for you?
That's true.
What makes butter not good for you?
The fat I don't think is healthy compared to other fats. By the way, to new viewers, this is my better half. This is my roommate, Noah. Say hi, Noah.
I eat bacon and butter every single day.
Yeah, he does. And I think it's good for him. I don't think you should change a single thing.
We're going to have a long conversation when you're done with this.
Are we now?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be discussing anything.
Did you talk to a nutritionist about that, or is this just something you picked up?
Oh, and it's just lies that I'm feeding to the internet.
Okay.
Just.
You do know that you could reach out to a nutritionist that we know literally any day.
It's just spreading disinformation.
Okay.
Just falsehoods.
Okay.
Frankly. So, you don't have a problem with that, do you?
I shouldn't.
Oh, and of course, I almost forgot. We make homemade chicken stock every single week, and this has just been seasoned with salt and garlic. I forgot to take a sip. Let's have a sip with one another. That's good. So yeah, a lot of people watch this while they're eating or making food themselves. Some people watch while they're getting ready for bed. They told me if they're getting ready for bed, they watch this because it's relaxing. The intro of this video was probably the complete opposite of that. So I do apologize, but I was getting burned and I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, so there's nothing I could do about that. For next video, I will do a little bit more research to see if I can figure out the smoke point of coconut oil. I think that might save both of us some trouble. We came off of a 2-day break of not uploading. Typically, I was uploading a video nearly every day, with only small portions of the week where I wasn't uploading. Well, those times I didn't upload were usually on Wednesdays and Thursdays because I have a couple of graveyard shifts that I pick up during that time. I am going to be working over the weekend, but not graveyard shift. It'll be swing shift, so we'll continue to have uploads over the weekend. You seem to be really interested in that coconut oil.
Coconut oil and butter are both high in saturated fat. It's the same fat. I wasn't going to change to coconut oil, but I've literally been eating coconut like the chocolate Robin gave me. Who's my mom, by the way. You can find her at... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Go onto Facebook and look up all of the Robins on Facebook. Yeah. One of them is Noah's mom.
Who does periodically, not all the time, but watch to see what you eat. And is going to ask me a question about coconuts.
You shared the YouTube channel with her?
Yeah.
Hi, Robin. You might get some weird friend requests on Facebook soon. Well, that's actually good news because the channel has been growing like crazy recently. And so it is good to know that somebody that I actually know is watching. Besides Noah. Noah puts this on in the background while he's working sometimes and snaps out of what he's doing at work when I make like really offhand comments. Today I got to make an offhand comment in front of him. Okay. I will admit, being directly above this while it's cooking, the coconut oil smells sweet. So it's a little strange to get, like, to go from the savory, buttery smell to, you know, sweet and starchy smells combined with one another. The taste was good. Just eating that egg and everything. It was actually fantastic. It tasted really good. I didn't burn it or anything like that. But I usually cook at I usually cook around here, a little bit over the mid-mark. Now I'm cooking a little bit under the mid-mark. And again, I'm guessing that this coconut oil has a lower smoke point because I'm getting the same sizzle that I usually get from butter or bacon grease at this point. So I think this is going to work out well. I started with a super small container. It's the smallest container that I could find. I didn't go with organic or unrefined for like any particular reason. I just went with the smallest container that I could get because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. I was able to get this for like $5, which is pretty cool. You can get this massive tub that's probably like 2.5 gallons for like $35, and that would probably last me for a whole year or so. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this so far. I have no intention of like taking a teaspoon out and just taking a serving all to myself, but they're 120 calories per serving. I remember when I used to have beef tallow. I did carnivore for about 6 months, and I would cook some beef tallow inside of the house, which, by the way, makes the house smell horrible. I wouldn't recommend it. But the beef tallow fat, if I was really, really low on calories, I would go in and I would just spoon myself a little bit of the beef tallow fat. It was really good to bring on like long trips as well for just like immediate little fat boost that I really liked. So taking this, again, I just sharpened this knife and I feel like it's dull again. It might be time for a new knife. Yeah, looking at the side of that coconut oil, seeing the high calories, the consistency of it, And the fact that it's just in a little container like that, it does. It reminds me a lot of the beef tallow days, because I would put all of that into a mason jar and just call it good. So let us move on. Having those 2 days off and not filming a video was a little weird because I thought I was missing something. I thought I needed to be out here, but I gotta say it was really relaxing and relieving. So I made a quick little post letting you know that was going on, and I kind of led up to those 2 day breaks with like the 2 or 3 videos preceding those dates, letting viewers know, because I just know not everybody watches every video. So I just didn't want people to be surprised. And I just got to say thank you for all of your support and comments, just letting me know that I got to make sure that I'm healthy and doing the right things. And again, I just want to say I appreciate that. You guys are really cool about it. And I think this 5 day a week format will be good. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to find something else to watch on the other days. We had some people saying, you know, maybe just make shorts for those other days, and I do think that's a good idea. But you know, a lot of several people, they kind of just depend on having kind of some long form content to watch during the afternoon or whenever they watch it. Some people watch these videos as soon as they come out, and they prefer the consistent, you know, 5 o'clock upload schedule. But I don't like working ahead. If that makes sense. I mean, I like working ahead. I like getting ahead of my work, but I don't like filming a video and posting it to come out, you know, 2 days from now, because people are like, a lot of the things that I discussed are about what's happening today. You know, I don't talk about the news. I mean, this is like a cooking channel, so I just want to talk about like cooking. But I talk about things in my life. You know, people have questions in the comments. I get to know what's going on, like in people's lives. And so if I say something, or I'm like in the last few videos, I was asking for advice on the coconut oil, for example. And so say I ask for advice and the video doesn't come out for 2 days, and then you give me advice and I already made a decision. This kind of defeats the purpose of asking for advice, and that's my fault. It's my fault for the uploads. So I do just prefer, after work, going out here, making my food, and uploading. And I'll get live feedback, you know, by the end of the day before I go to bed, or I'll wake up and read your comments and just see, you know, what you guys had to say. And I like that format the best, and I think we should do that. We should continue doing that. Oh, speaking of updating you on what has occurred, we're once again cooking 2 cups of rice, because over the 2 days, I got hungry in the middle of the workday instead of waiting before going off to my graveyard shift. Because usually what I do, I make some burritos, bring it to my graveyard shift, wake up hungry, you know, eat as soon as I get there, and then work, you know, through the rest of the night. I got hungry. I just could not handle it. I didn't want to eat one of the burritos and only have one overnight. And so I took that leftover rice and put some chicken breast on top of it and some soy sauce. And there it is. My day-old rice was gone. So we have to make another serving of day-old rice in order to get back on our day-old rice habit. Let me just finish this off. It cools down really quickly when it gets to the bottom. Most of the time, my stock is like really high in fat, congeals really well. I prefer it that way. But I wanted to try something different. Just because I like the way certain things are doesn't mean you shouldn't change things up from time to time. So I went with more of a, just like less thick stock, more of a, you know, when my stock, the rest of my stock is in the fridge right now, it looks just like this. It's not all congealed, even though this is heated up. So I really should freeze most of that, but it also cools down a lot quicker, so I want to finish this.
Negative on the supercharger parts.
Oh no.
They told me that they're waiting on something.
So they haven't even shipped out yet? No, that's too bad. So that means engine only for you tomorrow.
Hi.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I'm going to wake up whenever I wake up, but when I wake up, I'll help you.
That tracks.
Does that make sense? Was that a haiku?
That tracks.
Is that close?
When the man wakes up after waking up, you'll know that he's awoken because he's up.
Because he is.
Because he's up.
I think that's a haiku. Well, I think this is cooked. God, I hope so. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's soft. That wasn't an onion. This is an onion. Please don't burn myself. Yeah, that's cooked. I'm a little doubting myself there because it's not crunchy. Right? It doesn't have a crust on it. All that coconut oil just kind of seeps into it. Oh no. Oh no. This isn't bad, but this is just going to add a little bit of a... That is not chicken juice. That is... I got this, and it was kind of like frozen from the store when I got it this morning. So I finished up my graveyard shift, got it this morning. It was kind of frozen-ish. Must have just been kept at a cooler temperature than it usually is. That means that we have kind of dense chicken and fully cooked. Alright, I would not recommend you try this at home. You longtime viewers know I like this process because it is convenient and everything's already thoroughly cooked, but I do not like it being colder than refrigerator temps. That is no bueno. That is not my preferred way of eating chicken. So take this as an experiment, not a recommendation. Let's see what we got there. As usual, this is going to be the last thing that we cut up. So I'm not going to concern myself with how dirty my hands are when using the knife. And all of you slow knife cutting haters out there only have to deal with one more food item that is going to be cut. Please do endure. An amateur is at work. Nobody ever shows you amateur knife cutting skills. No one ever has a class for that. They're always trying to show you how to cut things like a professional. Why don't they teach you how to cut things like a complete novice? There's so much pressure when you're expected to cut things just well.
Are you still going on about that?
It's really irked me. It's really multiple comments. Multiple. Just these knife cutting elitists out there. I mean, there are just some people out there. I mean, you're going to be better than me at cutting knives or using a knife to cut things for the rest of your life. I am never going to be better than you. You will always be better than me at using a knife. And you can't even take pride in that. I've never heard someone be more disappointed in being better at something than somebody else. It's usually the other way around. All right, well, now that I got that off my chest, that chicken is going to need to stay in there for a while to get up to temp. Cooked all the way through, but needs to get up to temp. Rice is completed. We are done with said rice. Look at us. Take this as an opportunity to store half of it for later batches. First, we take the gizzards and from the plumbus, and we remove the grains for later meals. Because you always wondered how Nathan's one meal was made. There we go. And no mess. Look how that fit in there. It's almost like I've done this before. And this has a little vent hole, like a whale or something. This is kind of the shelf for everything. Bless you. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Can I interest you in some Zyrtec? The Schleem is repurposed for later. Season 8 is coming out. Season 8. I haven't watched a single episode since season 4. The chiv. This will shiv your mouth. You'll have to watch the video. The chicken will shiv your mouth beyond the grave. Avoid that. Do not let it win. Okay, moment of truth. Nope, I can already tell that's still cold. Oh. I don't know, maybe keeping the temp up a little bit isn't such a bad idea. Maybe I was too quick to judge. I'm seeing how long this video is progressing, and I want us to make progress. We still have burritos to put together. A little bit awkward here. We have a... Oh my goodness. Oh, if I drop an egg, I'm gonna be so mad. These are clean. There we go, my micro bowl. Also known as just a regular sized bowl. But these are the bowls that we use for Nathan meals. I'll have you know, commenter that recommended that I crack eggs on a flat surface and only use one hand to open them. I practiced that off camera, and I got eggshell every time that I tried it. Like, eggshell fell into the pan, And I had to use a fork or like a spatula to fish it out. Otherwise, I would have burned my hand. So I commend you. You will also be better at cracking eggs than I, probably for the rest of your life. But you weren't rude about it, so we're chill. Oh, my phone is blowing up right now. Probably Brad telling me to hop on RuneScape and kill gargoyles. Sorry, Brad. We have Nathan meals to make and consume and share with the world. Okay. A little bit of salt and garlic seasoning couldn't hurt anyone. Keep it basic. We will mix our concoction together in this big pan. Make a mess. Oh my gosh. Struggling over here. I'm trying to make less of a mess, and in the process I'm making more. There isn't a pan big enough to keep me from making messes. It's kind of just in my nature. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. Just pretend like I'm not making a mess. Just pretend like I'm not making a mess. Good job. Alright, let that get started. We'll put the eggs away, and then we'll get the tortillas heated up. We'll get the tortillas heated up. We're on to our last 2 tortillas of the batch. We have procured an additional bag. We've procured the bag of more tortillas. Sorry. Guys, got a little tortilla on your face. And what am I doing? I got this far, and I didn't use the soy sauce. It's going to go into a burrito, so we don't want all that excess moisture. I had my opportunity before. Yes. We are aware. The people have been waiting very patiently. Alright. I actually think that we're good. I think we're good with that. Let's get to the moment you've all been waiting for. Some might say the most important moment of this video. So I have 3 rolls of parchment paper, and it still takes me 3 attempts to reach it. Don't fall. Don't fall, Mr. Parchment Paper. I don't know, are we ready for the next one? Might as well get it prepped. turn our heat off. There was a time that I finished one of these videos and went to upload it and the stove was left on. Noah had to come in to my room and tell me that that is what had happened. We do not want that to happen again. Okay. Are you dying of anticipation? Let's go. The main kind of game here is seeing if we can get the same weight in one burrito as we do the other. Because we will be weighing this afterwards. It's kind of my thing. So just on first glance, this looks massive. This looks like there's no way this is going to fit, and it looks like it's way more food than the other burrito. I think our record so far is 1/10 of a pound off, which is pretty good. We've also done that like 3 times in a row. So, making a big mistake here. No burrito in my book is complete without sriracha. I do not want to touch that sriracha bottle with dirty hands. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Sorry, I keep smacking you guys. Let's see. Now we can do the messy hands. It's okay. That's good. That's good. I'll pull this in, down, close it up. Hey, it's not going to be perfect. Let's see if we did this. We haven't made an oopsie so far on the making these videos. We haven't made one yet. It's a tight fit, but it's going to work out just fine. Give it a roll. Good. Look at us. One burrito. Okay, we're in the final stretch. See, this looks probably within 1/10 of a pound of the other burrito. All right, let's see what we got. Big roll and tuck. Good. Another fold here. Ooh. Burn myself a little bit. There we go. Good sizing. Extra curly parchment paper today. Like this. Good. Then we will throw this in the fridge to firm up. Awesome. Lost a little bit, a couple of pieces of potato. But now it's time for the most important part. How accurate were we? And how well can I do math? Not very well. Not very well. We are in America, so we'll switch to pounds. And our first burrito comes out to 1.85 pounds. Wow, that's pretty excessive. I don't think this one's going to be quite that close. 1.85, 1.72. We round up 1.73. So not quite. A little bit more than a tenth of a pound off. I mean, and what does that come out to me? I mean, it's over 3 pounds. So it's a massive burrito. I mean, I think it's probably closer to 4 pounds than it is to 3. Pretty incredible. Well, that marks the end to a return to the daily uploads on the One Meal channel. I appreciate all of you for watching. Again, I will be uploading videos over the next 2 days over the weekend, even though I am working. I appreciate you all for watching, returning, and leaving comments of all kinds. Thank you once again for your contributions. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.